Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss about culture of ancient Egypt, and in this topic we will discuss religion, gods and goddesses, some of key gods and national thing of Egypt. Before starting my topic, I will ask you to subscribe my channel so that you can get more interesting and useful information. So thank you. First one is religion. Religion of ancient Egypt lasted for more than 3000 years and was polytheistic. Polytheistic means there were multiple gods and goddesses, and peoples of that time believed that gods and goddesses controlled the forces of human, natural and supernatural world. So to maintain harmony, they had to constantly worship and make sacrifices to gods to pacify the deities and spirits of afterlife. Religious practices were deeply embedded in the lives of people of Egypt, and they attempted to win the favor of their gods. Formal religious practices centered on the pharaoh or ruler of the Egypt, who was believed to be divine and acted as intermediary between people and gods. His role was to sustain the gods so that they could maintain order in this universe. We can see that throughout the history of Egypt, beliefs and practices of people were constantly changing. Even they had different beliefs on the creation of the world. One belief was that it started with an ocean in darkness, then a mound of dry land rose up and sun god Ra appeared, and he created lights and all the things in this universe. So the next topic is gods and goddesses. Gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt were an integral part of people's everyday life. Thousands of people believed on thousands of gods and goddesses, and people believed that each god has a role in maintaining peace and harmony in the universe. Here it is it is important information that local areas had local gods, while each city had its own god that they worshipped. If a city came to prominence under the powerful god, then local gods rose alongside them in order to control him. The goddess Kebed, for example, is a little known deity who offered cool water to the soul of dead, and Seshat was goddess of written words and measurements. There were present temples for these gods and goddesses, and these temples were considered as sacred places for the gods. The purpose of these temples was to be cosmic center by which man had communication with the god. Although Egypt had many gods and goddesses, but few of them were very powerful and strong. They had dominance over the others, and some of them are following. First one is Isis. Isis was the wife sister of Osiris and was powerful goddess of protection. Next one is Anubis. Anubis was the jackal-headed god of embalming and mummification and the patron god of embalmers. He was also a guardian of dead and guide through the underworld. Next one is Ra. Ra was a god of sun, one of the dominant god of Egyptian times. At later stage of his life, he became united with Amun and called Amun-Ra. At that time, he became more and more powerful. So the next key god is Osiris. Osiris was chief god of dead and the afterlife. He was usually depicted as mummy-shaped human wearing the Atif crown. So here I am going to present the historical flags of Egypt. The first one is flag of Kingdom of Egypt. In 1922, Britain recognized Egyptian independence, and subsequently the Sultan of Egypt adopted a new national flag with 3 stars and crescent. Next one is flag of United Arab Republic. United Arab Republic was a short-lived political union between Egypt and Syria, and this union lasted for less than 4 years. During this union, Egypt adopted this flag. Next one is flag of Federation of Arab Republics. On January 1972, Libya formed the Federation of Arab Republic along with Syria and Egypt, and during this reign, this flag was adopted. Here I am going to discuss national things of Egypt. First of all, I tell you that nationality is a reflection of image of country, and national things are proud for a country. Some of Egyptian national things are following. National language of Egypt is Arabic, the one of the most speaking world language in the world. National river of Egypt is Nile. It is the longest river in the world and its length is 6693 kilometers. National flower of Egypt is lotus. It is regarded as symbol of purity, enlightenment and self-regeneration. National animal of Egypt is eagle. National bird of Egypt is golden eagle. Although Egypt has many emblems and symbols, but national emblem of Egypt is eagle of Saladin. Eagle symbolizes strength, courage and determination of Arab people. National poet of Egypt is Ahmad Shouki. He was given name as Prince of Poets and wrote Diwan of Ahmad Shouki, Qasida Burda. At last, national dish of Egypt is koshari.